Everybody excited?
Yeah.
All right. Good morning. And I'll tell you, I'm excited for a lot of reasons, but just to be back home in Sportron, it feels like home. You know, I went on a journey in network marketing and had some successes, but back when I was with this company, I got distracted by some of the, I shouldn't say fly by night, but some of the moda, we say in Spanish. That's like the thing that's happening. It's kind of a wave that comes in. You get distracted by things, and this is a great industry. But very few companies, 1 out of 2,000, survive 15 years that launch. And I happened to, when I sold my Sportron business back in '95, I went on a little journey and some other things, and right away I was making a lot of money in another company, and it's amazing. 3 months after I got out of Sportron, that company collapsed. And I got to thinking, wow, that's incredible. Had I stayed in Sportron, I'd probably be a gazillionaire about now. But, the fact is, Sportron has survived the test of time. Not only with the products, I still have people that I brought in 18 years ago in this company that are on the products. It's an amazing line of products that has that retention because the products work. But I got a call. I was with my good friend, Mr. Mark Jackson, and Ron Richards in another company. We were actually Diamonds leaders in another company. And I got a call from Keith Harding, who's remained a friend of mine over the years. And last summer, about July, he called me and he said, "Loel, I want you to come out to Dallas." And I'm thinking, Keith knows probably where I am in the industry. And he says, "I want you to come take a look at what's happening to Sportron. I'm not going to pressure you. I know you're a leader, a diamond in another company, but I just want you to see what's happened." And I took the opportunity to go back out and kindle our relationship, our friendship again, and see Keith. It's been many years since I've seen him. And I was blown away. I had no intention of coming back to Sportron. I really did not. I was happy where we were. We had several thousand people in a growing organization right here out of Denver. And when I saw Keith, I was so happy to see him again, but I had walked into this impressive new facility, this international headquarters in Dallas, and boy, this company has really come a long way, but I had no idea really until we sat down how far this company has come since I was gone. When I was there before, yes, the products were great, the marketing plan was good, it was one of the simplest around, but it still was a lot more complicated than what you're going to see here today. And so that's one of the reasons I got distracted by one of these quick money type things that are out there. And but when I saw how Sportron has expanded into 40 countries, is setting the world on fire in Asia, in the Caribbean, all over the place. And I'm thinking, wow, that's fantastic. But at the time, even though I had been on a great product, what we call a super juice product up until then, I had terrible problems with my knees. In fact, so painful and so swollen, I could hardly walk for 2 years. But I tried the Viva Keith gave me. He said, "Take this back with you. I'm not pressuring you, but take the product back." And then he gave me another product because he noticed I was about 40 pounds heavier than I am right now. And he gave me another product called Turbo Z. He said, "Loel, I think this product could do you some good too." And without being rude or anything. And so still got a ways to go, but folks, I've dropped 40 pounds in the last 7 months. And it's amazing because I already knew that they were going to hit me, the products, because they did before. They were fantastic. But then I took this little booklet with me, the compensation plan, with me, and I studied it. I said, "I'm just curious, I'm going to study it." I told Keith, "I'll get back with you, Keith, on coming into the company, but just good to see you guys again. I'm glad you're doing so good." And he said, "No pressure, Loel, but get back with me in a while, So I went home and I started trying this product, Viva. And I noticed that Viva, compared to any other competitor out there, just blows away anything on the market. It's 8, 10, 15 times more powerful. And folks, it's not science fiction. It's not myth. It's fact. It's real science. It's verified by independent labs. So I'm thinking, wonder if this product will affect me as good or better than the other product. Started taking it, and after I tell you my 3rd bottle, I got some mobility in my knees, and I'm going, no, it can't be that quick. And after 2 months, I'll tell you what, I decided to come and I joined the company in August officially, really started building in September. But my knees are healed. They're flexible and they're back to normal. And I attribute it to Viva. It's a fantastic product that has so many health benefits. But when I saw that we had the Turbozane, got right on that, started dropping pounds right away. When we had the Volt coming out. These are what I call the sizzle products. And in any company, you can have a great line of products, which we do. By the way, you're going to hear some incredible things about this food matrix, Nobel Prize winning science. But when you've got sizzle products, you don't have to go into explaining all the products to people. You can hit them with the three biggest markets: the energy market, the weight loss market, the super juice supplement market. Has 25 elements in it. Blows away anything on the market. So the product convinced me, but then I started studying the compensation plan. And I'm thinking, wow, they have evolved this thing. Before, you had to line up a few things here and line up and have this qualification. It was still good, Keith. But what you've done to this thing is create an 8-lane highway to income. It has evolved, and I can honestly say when I studied this, I told my wife, I said, you know that this is the fairest, most lucrative compensation plan and simplest compensation plan. And I plugged the volume I was doing in the other company just as a calculation in here, and this would pay me 40% more. So I called Mark Jackson up. I said, no, I know I'm not going to convince Mark Jackson because he's a diamond in another company, but I told him, I said, man, homie, he's my homie. I said, you got to see this thing. He said, Loel, I can't. I got too much invested in this deal going on. Too much time. Several years, right? In the other deal. And I said, but the money, it's simpler. Ron, I called Ron up. Ron, it's simpler. There's more money in it. It's fairer, And Ron says, well, we got this thing going. We'll be in touch. But so I just started building. And you know what? People started coming in, and I started growing, started getting my first check, couple thousand. I'm going, wow, this is much easier than the other deal was. But it's still a simple consume and refer and multiply plan. It's not one of those complicated selling MLMs where you have a mountain of products. So that's what we like. Those of us who have been having success in the industry, that's the kind of thing we like, where nobody gets hurt. You can come in and be just a customer. But whether you have a $500 check coming in or a $50,000 check coming in, like the people I met in Asia, you just have a simple qualifier, your own purchase. So I started building, started getting some checks. And then I started hearing rumblings that this other company was a little, shaky and maybe not making it. Mark called me up, and they actually compared, Ron and Mark, Sportron with about 5 other companies. And Mark told me right away, he says, don't count on us coming in with you, but I am going to give it a fair look, And I'll tell you the truth, folks. He called me up in a couple days, and Ron was on the phone with me, and they saw what I saw. This company is set right now in a perfect storm. You have no idea. When you have a company that has 18 years of stability, rock solid integrity, a science that has food matrix technology with Nobel Prize winning science behind it, independent laboratory proof of our products, and the best pay plan in the world, how can you go wrong? What's happened now is a convergence of people in the U.S., including this Team Break Free that's recently joined in Denver. And out from here is going to grow a wave. And it's amazing how it went around the world first. But folks, Sportron is about to explode into a wave you cannot imagine. I'm so glad that the prodigal son has come home. Thanks a lot.